Prior to entering transactions in CenterPoint, you'll want to set your preferences for printing so that when you're creating your different transactions for printing checks and invoices, the correct printer and forms will be used. To do that, you're going to want to click on File, Preferences, and the Printing section. And under Printing, we have several different forms. So first of all, if you're going to be doing bank deposit slips, where you take the checks to your bank and you want to create a bank deposit slip that prints out to go along with your set of checks, you want to click the Database tab, or if you have multiple databases and you're going to set these preferences for both or all databases, then you click the Application tab. We're going to go to the Database tab, and you'll just select which printer that you want to use, and that'll be a printer off of your Windows printer list. Whenever you make a selection, you're going to click the Save button and save that option. Now we're going to go to the checks, where we'll indicate what printer that we want to use for printing checks, which form we're going to use that matches up with our document, that check document that we'll put through the printer, the stub type that we want. If your checks are pre-printed, then you'll answer both print check number on check and print company name and address as no. If it's a blank stock, then you'll answer those with yes, and the number of copies that you want. On the customer invoices, again, we'll select the printer you want to use for the customer invoice, select the form that you want to use for the invoice, and the number of copies. If you have the purchase order module of CenterPoint, then you'll select the printer you want to use for purchase orders and the form type there also, and number of copies. And the same on receipts. If you are in a cash receipt screen and you want to print out that receipt for your customer, you can do that, and then this is where you would select the printer and the form that you want to use for that particular receipt. Once you've made your different selections, you're going to save, and if your database, you want to close the database and then open it again in order for these new changes to be in place. And we'll have other sessions on our different preferences in CenterPoint.